2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Star-Spangled Banner. Getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away.
They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I just throw it up like a Hail Mary. Legendary.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Brooklyn Nets. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Marcus Smart stands 6'3", but he said, I can guard bigs, so I started making a joke. I'm a stretch 6. Forget a stretch 5. My teammates loved it, and it just stuck with me.
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. So the Nets starting 5. Andre Drummond is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Curry in a shooting guard. And for the Celtics, Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. Horford is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Williams at the 5, roaming the paint. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets.
Now, here's Tatum. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Williams kicks to Smart. Just 5 on the clock. With the shot. Goes back up. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
The first one falls.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
And both free throws good for Williams. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Outside, Simmons. Passes it to KD. Down low, Drummond. And it's sent back by Horford. Tatum against Durant. Shoots from 14. Yep, that one goes.
Tatum takes some contact but pushes through to get his shot. That's good aggressiveness there.
And an area that's often underappreciated for Horford. He's a fantastic passer.
Nothing flashy. Great vision in the post or at the top of the key. And he just keeps it moving and finds the open man. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Tatum. Oh, jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Irving passes to Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The pass to Williams. Back to Smart. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Durant. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Irving dishes to Durant. Over Tatum. Rebound Boston.
You know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now, here is Irving. Outside Curry. Six to shoot. The wide open look for Durant. And the Nets, another 3.
When you've got the kind of game and shot Durant has, you don't lack for confidence. He is ready to catch and fire whenever he gets the opportunity.
Now here's Williams. Now Horford. Over Drummond. Boston. No good that time either. Nets leading by 4. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Irving kicks to Curry. Beyond the arc. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Curry.
Always great from deep. I don't think Irving has gotten enough credit for how lethal he is from behind the arc.
Brown outside. Will it go? He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
To the paint. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got his second basket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Coming onto the floor for
Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. White is checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. Here's Irving following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Brown the pass to Harris. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the first. Here's Pritchard. Pass to White. Inside, Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 6-point game. Harris against Brown. And stolen by White. And here comes White. Leading the fast break. Brown wide open. He fired. Drains the wing tray. Brown's got 7 points.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Aldridge against Brown. Driving the lane and finished off by Brown.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. Here's Irving. Aldridge trying to break free. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Unloads from 9. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Nets lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And one of the game's elite closers, Kyrie Irving, describes his approach down.
For me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute. That kind of I've been holding on to, paying attention throughout the whole entire game where either it's attacking the big or attacking my man.
Greg, that's reminiscent of quotes we used to hear from Kobe Bryant, how certain moves and possessions set up defenders for the next time.
Well, Kyrie definitely has that Mamba mentality. Kobe was a big influence on him, as we all know.
Brooklyn foul.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter.
Personal foul.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Celtics, Williams is out there with Daniel Tice. Then it's White. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in at the point. Pass to Claxton. Harris outside. Brown outside. For 3. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Brown. Harris has got 6 points.
This is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Brown feeling it out a bit, shoots over Griffin, and he recovers it. Passes it to Pritchard. Brown outside. It's White on the wing. Off target with his 3. Nets leading by 5. Left side, Brown. And here's Mills from the arc. Here's Claxton. Rebound by Williams. And for the Celtics, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Pritchard. And it's blocked by Brown. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. And the pass to Claxton. Back to Mills. And here's Harris from the arc. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, it's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
Outside Griffin. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the Nets miss again. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Pritchard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's White. He takes it in, and White slams it in.
Well, White right there showing you he's opportunistic on offense. Saw the lane open up and exploded right through it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Drummond trying to get himself free, and it's good for 2. Curry's got 6 points.
Nice body control by Seth Curry. I mean, he's so good at fending off defenders on the way up.
And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
Drummond working against Williams. KD passes to Drummond. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Now it's a 5-point Nets lead.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
And, of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority of his points from the foul line down.
And a one-man wrecking crew in transition. Excellent at driving the ball in the half court. And once he gets downhill, he is tough to stop. Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Pass to Curry. Outside, Simmons. Outside, Durant. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 8.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
White finds Tatum. Over Simmons. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
At the top of the key, Durant. Simmons on the wing, guarded by Tatum. Up top, Durant from outside the arc bangs home the trifecta. KD's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
You know, I think has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
Outside Curry. He kicks to Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Out to White from deep. Rebounded by the Nets. And a deep three from Irving. He let it fly, and he gets it.
Boy, was that deep.
Boy, his flair for the spectacular has you holding your breath every time Kyrie has the ball.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline at the offensive end. It's not about getting the quick shot, it's about getting the good shot. And if you want to know how that approach is working, just check out their field goal percentage.
Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, don't get me started with their perimeter D. They're standing around flat-footed, not closing down on shooters quickly enough. The result is way too many open threes, and at halftime, the deficit, that couldn't be avoided.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Starting off the second half, here's Steve Nash's 5. They've got Kyrie Irving. Andre Drummond is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. KD with it. The dish now to Curry. Kicks to Irving. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving, finishing and getting it done with his handles and skill.
Irving with it, out guarded by Smart. And Drummond kicks to Simmons. Outside Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got 9.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course.
Simmons.
With their young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. To the inside, Tatum, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Tatum's got a lot of options he can go to on his finishes inside. This guy is a smooth operator close to the hoop.
Drummond trying to get himself free. Curry gets the bucket.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Now here's Brown. He's got 11. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Curry. Great D that time from Curry.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
Count the basket. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
So good at figuring out ways to get inside. Seth Curry working on improving this part of his game.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. So valuable on the defensive side of the ball. Simmons goes beyond versatile, Clark. He can guard 1 through 5 at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, you start with his tremendous athleticism for a guy that's a legitimate 6'11". He takes pride in defending, and he's disruptive as well as disciplined.
Some changes for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams, comes in for Al Horford. Mills passes to Harris. And 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Passes to Pritchard. Now Tice. Nice ball movement by Boston. And there's the pass to Pritchard. Back to Smart. Tice trying to break free. Smart misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Shots good by Mills.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Brown outside. Can they get it? There's the drive, and it's good on the way in. 13 points for Jaylen Brown.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And Mills kicks to Harris. Harris draws the double. Out to the wing. Mills passes to Griffin. And it's blocked. Now here's Brown. Guarded closer. 1:37 left in the third quarter. Smart passes to Tice. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And Brown now atop the key. Harris outside.
Hey, yo, Mills.
Claxton the pass to Mills. The rebound by...
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Aldridge is checked in. Here's Pritchard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Mills, that's a two-pointer. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Mills has got his second bucket of the game to go. Brown outside. White wide open. He fires. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got 7.
Well, it's so good to see White growing in confidence with his offensive game and not hesitating at all to shoot the perimeter shot.
Mills finds Aldridge. And good that time. And the Nets lead by 21.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's White in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. Cloak loose. From 11 feet away. And Curry pulls it down. Brooklyn leading by 21. Irving kicks to Durant. Pass to Simmons. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. And here is Brown. It doesn't go for him. Aldridge with some nice D. Irving drives in, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And here's Tatum for 3. And the three ball is good.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increase the consistency from deep. And he's done that with a lot of lab work.
Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Pull-up jumper, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Now Irving. Dishes to Durant. Aldridge trying to break free. Offensive rebound. Count it. Good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Celtics trail by 20. Now a timeout called by Boston. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you just ask him for him to drop another triple.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Daniel Tice, and Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Andre Drummond's checked in for the Nets. Outside Tatum. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Back to KD. Over Smart. Irving dishes to Durant. 5 on the clock. Back to Irving. Over Tatum. No good from Irving. And it's Smart with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Goes up the baseline. Tatum's shot is off. Nets leading by 20. Simmons finds Curry. A second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Drummond.
There are few men in the league that attack the glass as well as Drummond does. He's almost unstoppable chasing down second points. He's a tenacious and ferocious offensive rebounder.
Here's Smart. From down in the low post, it goes. Smart's got his first 2 points.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Irving with it. Now guarded by Smart. The kick out to Irving. Here's White. Brooklyn with the rebound. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Curry. Passes it to Drummond. Clock at 6. It's Durant with the drive. He can't get that one to fall. The Celtics trail by 20.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
White up top. Driving to the basket. No good that time. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Out left to the wing. Here's Drummond. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Tatum. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving attacking. Drummond finds Durant. Outside Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today. No surprise here, just a big-time performance
for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and he was relentless, non-stop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Left side Curry, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
So Boston ends up going with a new group.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. To the middle. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Griffin.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Here's Cornette. Here's Pritchard. He's good with the little jumper in close.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
It starts in our practice. It starts with our practice habits, getting our swing action, and practice with a purpose. You know, whether it's...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.